For the foraging update, I heard a lot of complaints and worries about the attribute change, but for today's video, I will let you guys know more about the attribute change and hopefully make you guys less worried about the change. And trust me, after watching this video, you guys will like the update more than you guys expect yourself to be. And all I can say is that this update have more pros than cons. But before the video starts, remember to click the like button for more RNG and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you find this video helpful. Now let's move on to the video. Today I finally got an alpha and then I went to test what worries me the most, the attribute change. Nothing will be better than trying the new changes myself, so I'll give a better understanding and explain it to you guys. So I waited in queue on alpha and then got into the new place, the Galatea. Then I just ran straight forward to the housing where the attribute place were and start giving in my attributes, and I want to see how much feathers and attributes can I get. Now enjoy the attribute giving in montage and see how many feathers we're gonna get at the end. With me giving in all my god roads and other attributes, here are the amount of feathers I got. And then with this amount of feather, I could technically get 6 neck grind handles. I could have gotten more feathers, but I used some feathers in between to test how good it was on my RNG meter for M7, is because my meter for M7 was 70% for neck grind handle. So I used some and I still have this much left over. So with this amount, we are getting in total of 6 neck grind handles. After giving all the attribute in, I'm here to figure out the new attribute fusion system. There are multiple combos that you guys could fuse to get attributes that you guys don't have. For example, you guys see on the screen right now, I'm fusing my attack speed shard and magic find shard to get elite. In my opinion, this attribute is one of the most important attributes for damage. I suggest you guys who are watching this video right now to grind attribute as much as possible right now in the live server, so you guys can just max a lot of the attribute when the update hits, because in the new update I think there are a lot of attributes that will become harder to get comparing to the live server. For example, veteran and elite, because in the new update you guys can only get these 2 attributes from M7. You guys also saw that I was combining different shards to get elite. Yes, you guys can do that, but you guys need to ensure that you guys are getting enough attack speed shards on the live server right now, or else you guys will be like me running out of attack speed shards. But I don't need to worry about this too much, is because I bought an item that have elite 10 on it already. Here's the spreadsheet for all new attribute and what buff it gives. I will be also putting the spreadsheet in the description below. You guys feel free to check it out. I also want to point out a few of the attributes that I think is very important for those who watch the video. You guys will get a head start to get ready with those attributes, is because with those attributes you guys will be doing a lot more damage in comparison to live server. So the first attribute being elite, like I previously mentioned, is one of the important attributes, is because with max level you guys could deal 30% more damage against bosses and mini bosses. This will affect slayers or maybe even in dungeons. Then the second attribute will be warrior, where you guys increase your melee damage with 45% being in max. The third one will be these 2 attributes, is because it gives you 1% strength and 1% more damage. The fourth one will be a very interesting one, is that it will give you 10 more tuning points. Obviously you could put it on damage or all other stats, but it's still a very decent buff. And there are also a few attributes that buffs for slayers. The first one being Ender, where we're gonna have 30% more damage against Ender creatures. Then the second one is Ender resistance, where we give more defense against end mobs, which is good for survivability. Third one would be for Blaze. It's literally the same as Ender, but it's for Blaze. We're gonna have 30% more damage buff against Crimson Isle mobs. The fourth attribute would be Blaze resistance, where you guys will get more defense against Crimson Isle mobs. And I also found a very interesting attribute, is this one, where we could fill our RNG meter 10% faster. I think I will be hard grinding this attribute when it first come out. I can't be doing all these talking without doing an actual test of testing how much damage are we going to do comparing from live server and alpha. So what you guys seeing right now is my damage test on live server. For the first damage phase, I do around 7 to 5 mil damage per hit. And with Rack Axe, after this laser phase, it's like 9 to 11 mil. It's very inconsistent. Then now we're going to move on to alpha and do the damage test. Well, with the new update, you guys can see that on the taskbar of my right hand side, we need 55 kills to spawn the boss and stuff. Like live server, we only need 44. It's a nerf. It's a nerf because of we getting less combat wisdom. But look on the bright side, we are getting more damage. For the first damage phase, you guys can immediately see that I'm starting to do around like 7 mil damage, but on live server, I only do from 5 to 7 mil, which is inconsistent. And with Rack Axe buff, after the first laser phase, I do around like 10 to 12 mil per hit, which is still more than live server. What you guys saw from the alpha damage test was only me with elite level 9 and dominance 10. So just imagine how much more damage will I do if I max all the attributes from this update. And then don't forget that we are getting more new tallies in this update. It means more magical power for more damage. And from what I heard, we are getting 40 plus Skyblock levels from this new update. That means more damage from Book of Progression. And then there's some strength from foraging levels. So our damage after this new update will be off the roof. With the new update coming out, I'm for sure that everyone's going to do way more damage than they do in live server. And I highly suggest everyone, especially early game players, to max or like finish most of the attribute upgrades, then move on to the other contents of the game. It's because there are a lot of attributes that buff us for other content in this game, no matter if it's farming, mining, or combat. It's all getting buffed from this update. For the attributes that I mentioned previously in this video, try to see if you guys can invest into it so you guys will get an upper hand or advantage when the update first come out. This was me on alpha trying to roll the dice and see how many rolls do we need to get a 6. Oh, it was absurd. Psych. Holy chat. Did they nerf something? Don't worry, it transferred to main, bro. Nah. The main have 6 bill. Oh, here only have 5 bill. Bro, what? Yo, you guys have fun, bro. This is... Yo. What? Oh, we got a 6 finally. God. Well, this is all I have for you guys for today. Hope you guys enjoyed watching the video and learned a thing or two. And if you guys are interested in the texture pack that I was using in the testing phase, go on my Discord server and you guys will download it there. And hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.